All right. What's up? Welcome back to the channel, guys. So, let's have a look at what's happening to the price action today. Right. Just adjust this. Channel, guys. All right. So, while I got that sorted, let's see what's going on. So, all right. So basically, what we had going on here, um, basically what we were speaking about last time is that looking for a move into this area and potentially getting a short. So short did start playing out um, on the daily time frame, as we can see. Um, so we just see if we have any news coming out for tomorrow. And we could see here that we have 10 a.m. we have ISM services, and that's about it for tomorrow. So not much news coming out tomorrow in terms of the US. Uh, so all right, let's go down to a lower time frame and see what's happening. So we did come up and we gained a rejection now with some bearish dips on the indicator. So we made a low high on the indicator while we made a higher high. Right. So when I posted on Friday, I was letting you guys know that I was looking for a rejection from this area and a potential short. So that is currently playing out. So we did get the short. So we came up and we broke market structure, bearish. So we changed market structure all the way up to the change on the 2, the 3. Also changed 4-hour market structure. So if you took that short, you would have been nicely in profit. We just came down to the POC of the previous range that we've been in, and as acting as a bit of support right now. Yeah, looking to take the short down to this level. We have our order block down here, as well as we have some liquidity that we could take. We already took all this liquidity from this move up. This was a very unstructural and no structure in this move up, so there's a lot of stops that we could grab, and that's exactly what price did. came all the way down to it. All these guys who were long, they are now out of the market. And yeah, I'm expecting a move down to this order block. And if we get a move down to there and price feels to bounce from here, then possibly lower, because we have liquidity. We have very poor market structure from this low up to this high, so I could expect a move down to this range as well as grab liquidity here, because we have liquidity here as well. With that being said, nothing else quite. Was just a short. I am in the short right now. I am currently let me see. Right. So currently up 48%. And yeah, looking for a bit lower. I will take profit at this first area. I already took some profit and de-risked the trade, so regardless of what happens, it's a risk-free trade. If you haven't taken any profit as yet, you could take profit. It's a nice place to take profit. Pointer controller, this previous range that we've been in. There isn't really anything here that I'm seeing that warrants a bounce. No other blocks. Probably just maybe a Fibonacci. Let's try pulling a fib. You could say it's a golden pocket, but without any other blocks, then that golden pocket for me has no real substance. So I wouldn't trade that based on that. So yeah, we're short. Keep in mind that if we start to come back up, there is a lot of liquidity here that we could come for. So this could be a fast move back up, and we could take the highs. But being that we lost this and we came back down here, I look for a move to the lower part of the range and possibly take the lows at this range. So yeah, that's what I have right now for the short. On the indicator, on the 4-hour, money flow is coming down. On the daily, money flow is in the red. Momentum waves coming down. So we have a few days of downwards price action. Right. So that is it for the short. Now let's talk where we could possibly bounce from. So let's pull a fib from the low to the high, and we're coming in right around this area here, around 83 and 82,000. We have some liquidity here as well that we could come for. So what could happen is that we could probably come down and run this low. So I can look for price to come down, grab all this liquidity. We have a lot of imbalances and stuff here. So we come down, we have some more liquidity at the bottom here. So grab all this liquidity and put in a higher low. So the first place I'd really look for price to come down would be like something like maybe this. Back up, SFP that low, and then push higher. Um, that would make the most sense to me for that to happen. There is an order block here. If you want to know how to find that, you need to come over to the Discord, and there you'll learn how to find the order blocks and what we look at to determine if it's a valid order block. And yeah, so this is currently what I'm seeing here. This is the only slong I'd really be interested in, and probably if this area doesn't hold as support, we come lower and we take out the lows. This is basically equal lows that we made here. Usually when you see equal lows price, you would come back to it. So I won't be surprised if we actually come for these lows again and get a move within this area. If we did come into this zone here, because we front run it. So anywhere within this box would be ideal. My ideal long or swing long. So maybe we come down and we put in a nice SFP. So we could do something like this. A nice little SFP into the zone. It doesn't have to be a small time frame SFP. We could SFP on the daily time frame, right? So what could happen is that we come down here, we put in a bullish divergence on the indicator and on the daily time frame, and then we get up to the upside. So basically fake out everybody that think we going to 150K, $200,000, and yeah, basically fake out all those people for a liquidity grab and then pump. So I'm still open to this idea playing out. This will be the most healthy move in my opinion. But again, the market doesn't have to do anything that I wanted to do or you wanted to do. So just be optimistic and trade what you see, and yeah, you'll be alright. So that's the two scenarios I'm looking for the long. Um, Currently within this little area that we trading in. If you're looking for a short, you haven't shorted already. Let's say that price is actually bouncing from here. You can look for a move up into this area. But you can join the Discord, the free Discord. We do often post setups there, and if we see a short that you could possibly get into, then we'll post it, and maybe you can get into the short. So right now, I don't see a short entry. Yeah, so we have stops right here. We have stops there, and the messy stops there. So we could come and run all of these stops and do a liquidity grab. And come down into the order block that I showed you guys earlier, and then make a move to the upside. Yeah, that's it. That's basically what I'm seeing here on Bitcoin. So once we gonna move down to that area, I'd be looking for longs. I definitely take some profit here and let the rest ride. In case we dump. So another thing we need to look at, I'm not sure if a lot of people actually looking at it, but the last time we put in monthly bearish divergence was when we made the all-time high at $69,000. We put in a bearish divergence. Right? So if you look here, you can see a bearish div on the monthly, and if we look here, we can see a bearish div as well. Let me highlight it a little more. So we have the same thing happening. So we have a bearish divergence, and within this zone, here, we also have another bearish divergence, which we did make here. So there's your bearish divergence, and from this low to this high, we have a bearish divergence. So you can see it clearly here. So with that, keeping that in mind, there is potential that the high is in, right? The macro high is in, and we can come lower. So a lot of people are expecting Bitcoin to go to 200,000, 250,000. You need to keep in mind that this is also showing its head, and there's a possibility that we could come down before we actually go up. And if we run a, so we basically dropped 78% last time we saw this. So if I move this over from this high to this low, 78% is going to bring us down around $23,000. And if we do that's way lower than expected. So last time, if we pull from low to high, low to high, we came down past the 786. Yeah. So what I'm seeing here is that we came down and we tested this area as support, right? So that's support, and this here was resistance. So if we take from here to here, say okay, well, maybe there's a possibility that something like this could play out. I'm not saying it is going to play out, but we could come down to this area and then proceed higher. So this is also an possibility, given that the monthly bearish divergence is showing its head. So yes, I am bullish on Bitcoin in the long term, but given how the charts are looking, you need to be playing both sides of the card. So this area we're looking to bounce from is 83,000. If that doesn't hold, then we're looking between 73 and 76,000 per bounce. If we lose this area, then I will flip more bearish longer there. My line in the sand will be 66k. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. The weekly is, how is the weekly on the indicator? So the view up is actually flipped and pointing down. Momentum waves coming to the upside, but money flow is coming to the downside. So there's potential that we could continue up, or we could come down and basically put in a bullish divergence on the weekly if we come into this area, and then make a new all-time high. So that's another possibility. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. All right. So yeah, if you guys were short, then congrats. This was what we was looking at in the Discord. I posted this on Friday. This was posted on Tuesday. Now we was looking for shorts, and this was the update. I told everyone that we broke market structure, and I did enter on the short there. So, right. We have our targets, so you can come over. Alright, so that'll be it for today. See you guys in the next one.